Om Shrutismritipuranam Alayam Karunayam Namāmyaham Shankaram Lokashankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarāyanam Sutrabhāshyakritau Vande Bhagavantau punaḥ Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Veda Vibhagine Vyomavatyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sarvaṃ Karavāvahai Tejasvinavadītamastu mā viddhishāvahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Samadhau kriyamanetu Vignan ayanti vaipalat Anusandhana rahityam Alasyam bhogalalasam Layastamascha vikshepaha Rasasvadascha shunyata Yevam yad vigna bahulyam Tajyam brahma vidajanaihi Shanaiya. Samadhau kriyamane. In these attempts of contemplation, he has been talking about the various themes of contemplation. But the vastu is one and the same. There is no a second vastu. Only one vastu we are contemplating upon from different standpoints. Now, when this contemplation, finally what he said, brahmachintanam. So, brahmaivāsmīti chintanam. This contemplation that I am Brahman, that is the samadhi practice. Kriyamani tu vignani ayanti vai balat. By as it is known to all of us, to those people who have been contemplating, for them it is known, prasiddha. Vai is prasiddha, as it is known. Balat ayanti. Necessarily they will come. They don't take permission from you. Balat ayanti. They come by themselves because there are reasons for it. There are causes underneath. More often from unconscious. Balat ayanti vignani. Bahu vignani. Vignani means obstacles. Balat ayanti vignani. And one of them is, for some reason, anusandhana rahityam. The absence of anusandhana means they consistently contemplate. So the contemplation itself is in fits and starts. One day it is there, another it will take 20 days. So in between there is a break. For some reason, one doesn't feel like sitting. And therefore that feeling, that is why, that feeling, one feeling like sitting, I don't feel like sitting. Today I don't feel like sitting. Therefore one doesn't sit. So another day I have got something else to do. Even though I feel like sitting, but there is no time. So like this, breaks do take place. If 2 days if we don't do, then another 20 days it takes for you to remember. Remember means that enthusiasm to sit. Something else has to take place and then so you sit. So there is, that means there is something going on underneath. This is called anusandhana rahityam. I'm sure that you have been reading the translation down below. So I just looked at it today, right now. He says, even while assiduously practicing samadhi, numerous difficulties crop up in the way, such as being put off the point of concentration. They put off the point of something, off the point of concentration. Put off the point of, I don't know what is that. Idleness, desire of elusive enjoyments, sleep, paralysis of the intellect. So being drawn by temptation. All words, So to explain is one thing and then do something, so without understanding what it is all. Anusandhana rahityam, alasyam, procrastination. This is alasya. Dirgha sutri, procrastinate. We'll do it tomorrow, we'll do it tomorrow, we'll do it tomorrow, we'll do it tomorrow. This is alasya. So this alasyam is a killer. Procrastination means anything you have to do. This is, you can live your life without this also. So you procrastinate until you cannot live anymore. That is why this breathing is made involuntary. Otherwise, you procrastinate. Okay, we'll breathe tomorrow, we'll do it today, I'm busy. Therefore, certain things are made involuntary so that you can survive. So you postpone laundry. Doing the laundry you postpone until you don't have any more. Even you have already recycled. So you can no more do it and therefore you have to do laundry. So we always drive ourselves to the corner. No more we can go, therefore you do something. This is procrastination. So procrastination is a alasyam. Simple. Postponing. It's not postponement, is a nice word. Postponement is a deliberate decision. You make a decision that I cannot do it now because of these reasons and therefore I postpone. That's a deliberate decision. You have to do in life postponement. Procrastination has no reason. Alasyam is the reason. Therefore there is no contemplation. There is also an obstacle. So one has to This has to be not only contemplation, in life one has to practice. Then contemplation also you won't do. In life one has to practice that. Whatever is difficult, you do it first. And the simple ones later you can do. We should do the difficult first. A decision making where you have to face some pain. And therefore we postpone. A hard decision. It's hard to make, but you have to make. So that should be done first. That is what gets procrastinated. Not a postponement, procrastination. So the difficult you do first, then simple ones will be there for you to do. So we have to decide which is the most difficult. Every day you have to do that first. What is difficult for you? Laundry is difficult, to do it first. In office also, the difficult work you do first. So this is how you take care of that. Bhoga lalasam. Bhoge lalasam. The going after. So going after things like, this wanderlust. So wanderlust. So you like to wander. Because you are restless, being restless. And then you want to go somewhere. We'll go for this weekend here, that weekend there. It's all wanderlust. And little bit viveka is necessary. Wherever you go, you will have mountains. If there are mountains. So whatever place you decide, what will be there? Sea, beach, sky, people. What else? Mountains, valleys, trees, flowers, brooks, river, boat, some rides. Okay? Over. Now, we have covered Mother Earth. Wanderlust. We go there, shall we go there? We have seen all of them, nothing has happened to us, correct? We are minus some money. We have gone here, we have gone there. I have seen that, I have seen this. But so what? We go on covering places. It's all, I can't enjoy being myself. So at least when I go out and then see something, then I don't need to remember myself. So it's a wanderlust. It's called bhoga lalasya. So you go after certain things so that you can forget yourself. This also is a reason for getting away from oneself. Because of some restlessness. This is, while contemplating, this all takes place. Means your life is now committed to contemplation, let us say. Or daily you want to contemplate, that itself is enough. So daily at one time at least you want to contemplate. That will bring a certain ease. then from inside, in the unconscious, what is waiting to surface is to surface. Because it was waiting for ease. More ease. So more ease means more bold. The ego is. The unconscious also is ego. Now it feels for safety. It wants safety to come, surface itself. Now but then it has been coming. Now it can come fully. No, because the ego thinks that you are safe now. By contemplation you can resolve all the issues. So when the ease comes, then this will come. Therefore some people tell me, before Vedanta I was happier. Not happier. Vedanta people came because they were not happy, being themselves. Or they were happy, whatever that sentence means. But then, when you address the issues will come. If there is some kind of a ease, it will come. And therefore, this bhoga lalasam, you want to forget yourself. So without addressing the issue, so you try to forget yourself. And self-forgetting implies, so going off to places, going off to things. Because these are the things that can make you forget. Layastamascha kshepaha. Laya, sleep. Laya, sleep. Laya sambodhaye chitta. When the laya comes, whenever laya, sleep comes, sambodhaye chitta, wake up the mind. But the one who is sleeping has to wake up the mind. How he can wake up? How he can wake up? When you contemplate all the people are very quiet. He's contemplating. He's doing meditation. Don't disturb him. Even dog is sent out. Therefore even that doesn't disturb now. So nothing, everybody is silent. So undisturbed he sleeps, okay? Undisturbed he sleeps. Yeah. If he is awake at least somebody will be disturbed. But here nobody disturbs because he is contemplating. They think that he is meditating. Therefore the sleeping man, how is he going to wake up himself? So he says, Laye sati sambodhaye chittam. When the sleep is there, you please wake up. Wake up the mind. How? The one who has to wake up is already gone to sleep. Suppose you tell the other fellow, so whenever I sleep, you please wake me up. So how does he know that you are sleeping? He thinks you are in deep meditation. That is also not true. And therefore, another thing, he has to wake up, at least you are contemplating. He is waiting for you to sleep so that he can wake up. His job is only to wake you up. And if he is contemplating, then he is not going to wake up. And he will have resource sleep. And if he is waiting for you to sleep, he has no occupation, therefore he will go to sleep. And therefore, so he is not going to help. He is not going to. So you have to wake up. One good thing about sleep is, when it comes, it always warns you. It yawns you, okay? It warns you. And when that stupor, when it comes, then when it comes, then you wake up. Okay? Then you can. When it comes completely, you can't do anything. You are gone. You can't do anything. When you wake up, you wake up. That is all prarabdha afterwards. But then, When you are sleepy, that is a laya. That is a subtle laya. When the laya takes over, please wake up. How to wake up? So, breathe deeply. And breathe out more than breathing in. Oxygenate yourself. More oxygen. Less carbon dioxide. Breathe in deliberately and then breathe out, and then breathe out, and breathe out, then again breathe in. You will wake up. Otherwise, stand, that is not enough. Stand up and sit down. Stand up and sit down. By time. Stand up and sit down. Stand up and sit down. If you know some asanas, so you do like this, Surya Namaskar. So at least just raising your head, then touching the floor with the hand. Bend. As far as you can bend. Can bend. So you do that. Even that is not enough. Go to the bathroom, and then under the shower, you put your head. Or under the tap, you put your head. This side of the head, you keep it under tap water for 10 minutes. Cold water. Hot water will make you sleep again. So cold water, and then put it there. Then sleep won't come. Because the mind itself will say, cold water, no, I will be awake. So, otherwise cold water. Yeah. You be your own mother-in-law. So then you will find you come to behave. Mind is awake. Pinch yourself. Do something but keep awake. And do the meditation. I am sleepy today, I am not going to meditate. That is not going to work. This is another advice given to people. If you are sleeping, don't worry, just sleep. Don't meditate. Sleepy meditation is no good. If you are sleepy, sleep. Then what happens? So you sit there and you are sleepy and you sleep. And you sit there, you are sleepy, you sleep. Then the whole thing changes. Unless you meditate, you cannot sleep. Therefore, before sleeping, you meditate. And then you fall asleep totally. Like that we used to do like this. So you study until you got sleep. Then afterwards, for exam study and all that, you keep on, you study and then sleep. Mother has to switch off the light and things like that. And so you sleep. Then the position changed. Unless you have a book in your hand, you cannot sleep. So the whole people, lot of people are like that. That's the habit. You have to have a book in order to sleep. Book, if it is there, is enough. Those people go. Especially Gita book, sleep will come quickly. Therefore, you have to get up and then wake up and then do it. This is how it is done. You have to have that kind of a will. This is how we strengthen ourselves in our will also. Because there is enough reason to sleep. Laye sambodhaye chittam. Then tamaha. The tamas. Here, tamas here is vagueness. Because already laya has come. So some vagueness comes. Some kind of vagueness. So that also can be taken care of by some mental japa. If you do some mental japa very vividly, that vagueness goes. The torpor, an inner torpor, that is the tamas, a cover like darkness. It's all coming from unconscious. A torpor, a dullness. For some reason. Then vikshepa, the mind going away. The mind going away from what you want to meditate upon. So here the object is not the problem. Yatra yatra mano yati. Tatra tatra brahmatva buddhi. And therefore, wherever the mind goes, this is Brahman. So as long as you say this is Brahman, then you are contemplating. So where the mind goes, what is the object that it falls upon? That doesn't cause any issue. But then this Brahmatva is gone. That contemplativeness is gone. And whatever you contemplate upon, that's gone. Just to vritti, a reverie. Mind goes on thinking about this and that, and then there is no contemplation. That is called vikshepa. Vikshiptam shamayet punaḥ. Vikshiptam manaha shamayet punaḥ. Bring it back. Then nasvadaye darasam tatra. Nisango prajnaya bhave. Na asvadaye. So next is very pleasant thing. Pleasant thing is rasasvada. Rasasya asvada. Means nice experience of some happiness. Then that is very interesting. So you naturally, so that becomes a kind of experience. And then contemplation is not experience. Contemplation is upon the experience. Then what is experience now? Rasa. What is this rasa? Rasa means happiness. So if you enjoy the rasa, you are in samsari. Same fellow who you were before. Any rasam you will enjoy. Now, nisangaha prajnaya bhave. Prajnaya, with understanding. This experience is myself alone. I am the one who sustained this experience. I am the content of the experience. Every moment of experience is myself. I am the content of rasam, anandam. Iti nisangaha bhavet. Don't get carried away by rasa. Then, and shunyata, emptiness, is also will come. So shunyata, one emptiness will come. Nothing is there. That also, some people, why the shunyata, they say, some people have the philosophy. The ultimate truth is shunya. Total emptiness. That is nirvana. So the total emptiness. And or simple experience of some emptiness. So this total emptiness is the truth if you have some kind of orientation. Then emptiness you will experience. And therefore you have to say, a prajnaya nisango bhavet. Oh, this is emptiness. This experience of emptiness is also me. I am the content of the experience of emptiness. I am Chaitanya. Therefore again you become asango, not emptiness. Otherwise you have to say, I am zero. So I am non-existent, you have to say. So that's a contradiction. I am existing. I am non-existence. How will you ever know? Then they will say, we don't mean that. By saying shunya, we don't mean that. We mean that shunya is, what do you mean that shunya? We are not, we mean that we are not this or we are not that. Then what are you? That's why shunya. Yeah. Is all. People like certain disciplines. Because shunyatvam cannot be experienced by anybody. Because you are there to experience shunyatvam. And therefore, they put you on a very big discipline. Do this, do that. Look at your nose for 3 years. And look at this and look at that, look at your mind, look at this, and then please make note, like this whole lifetime you spend looking at one place or the other. And mindfulness. When you turn like that. If somebody asks you, how are you? How are you? You are very good. Thank you. You become robotic. So, thank you. I love you too. This is called tofu response. Evam yat vigna bahulyam tajyam brahmavidā shanaihi. Shanaihi. Brahmavida, the one who knows what is Brahman and who wants to know much more clearly, for which alone he goes about contemplating. By that person who has done enough shravanam, enough mananam, by that person Brahmavida, so all these vigna bahulyam tyajyam. If there are other vignas also, if there are other obstacles also, by that person that has to be given up, overcome. And all the vignas, they will be overcome. It's not that they will always be there. They are meant for overcoming. Bhava vṛttyā hi bhavatvam. Shunya vṛttyā hi shunyatā. Brahma vṛttyā hi purnatvam. Tatā purnatvam abhyase. Bhava vṛttyā bhavatvam. This is one argument. Yad bhave tad bhavati. Now, if you take a lump of turmeric powder, we do in our religious practices, you just a lump, you take this turmeric powder and which is there in the kitchen. Turmeric is in use in Indian cooking. And from the kitchen alone it is brought. A spoonful with water, you make it a lump. You put it there on a plate. And then say, Asmin bimbe, in this particular lump of a form, Mahaganapatim avahayami. I invoke the Lord Mahaganapati, remover of obstacles. Ishvara is invoked as the remover of obstacles. Now, that is bhavana, that is purely attitude. Tad bhavati. And therefore, so this bhavana makes that a Ganapati, Devata. Then you can look upon yourself as Devata. That is also one type of meditation. That has got its result. All the Devatas, gunas you will absorb. This is called bhavana. Bhavatvam is there. It exists. So Ganapati exists. Afterwards you have to do puja. Then afterwards you can't throw away. You have to remove the Ganapati. You have to release the Ganapati from that. Because you have invoked. Then you have to release. That's called bhavana. Because everything is Ishvara. Any one form you can invoke. Bhavana, real. You think it is so. And we do in secular life also. It's all bhavana. So you fix up a piece of cloth, stripes and stars, color blue, red, white. You have a flag. Afterwards, you can't desecrate that. You have to salute. It's like puja. You can't desecrate. It's a desecration of the national will, the will of the nation. It is sacred. You can't burn it. You can't tear it. You can't even step on it. That is the respect. Bhavana. Especially when it is Ishvara. There's no reason why you cannot invoke in a given form. There's nothing to deny that, because there's no reason. Because every form is Ishvara, therefore any one form you can invoke the total, because you can't go after every form. In one form you invoke the total. Like to draw the attention of a person, you just to touch one part of the person, finger, enough. If somebody pulls your finger, then it is not that only a small little attention you show. Because this is one part of you. Therefore, this fellow wants to draw your attention. pulls your little finger. You give little attention. Then pulls your hand. Then he gets up and total massage he gives. Then you ask, what do you want? You understand this? This is what is called altar of worship. Different aspects. I know. Because the whole thing is Ishvara. Therefore, we don't worship many gods. We don't worship one God. That is why we can worship many. We don't worship one God. All that is there is only God. Therefore, everything is a manifestation. Wherever eyes are, there is sight. It's a total manifestation, samashti. Devata, Ishvara. Samashti means Ishvara. Every samashti is a devata. Adhisthana devata. Ishvara is adhisthana devata. Therefore, bhava-vṛttyā hi bhavatvam. Shunya-vṛttyā shunyatvam. If you say, Shunyoham, what do you get? Shunyatvam. Shunyoham, zero I am. Zero all right, except I am. Whatever I am is zero, but I am will be there. What a conclusion. Shunya-vṛttyā shunyatvam. In fact, what he says is there is no shunya. There is no zero. Even mathematically, you can't arrive at zero. If you say, if you go from 1, you go minus. So 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0.00, 0, 1, 0.000, 1, 0.0000, 1.00001, one more 0, one more 0, 1 more 0, 1, one 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 more 0, 1. Zero. Even mathematically there is no zero. There is no zero. And whatever concept of zero we have got, the one who has got this, who has got the concept is real. He is real. He says zero is real. Hey, you are real, plus zero. Okay? I don't know how this concept came into the picture. Brahma-vidyā hi vṛttyā talks about. So, Brahma-vṛttyā hi purnatvam. If you say nasti, it is nasti. You say nasti, it is not there, means it is not there. You cannot do anything. Nasti means there is no pursuit. Asti means pursuit. Asanneva sabhavati asad brahmeti veda ched asti brahmeti ched veda santamenam tato vidurati. Asanneva sabhavati asad brahmeti veda ched. Brahma Satyam, and which is Satyam, which alone exists. And if the fellow says Asat, there is no such thing. He is called Asat. Because Brahman happens to be himself and he is denying himself. asanneva sa bhavati. Means as good as non-existent. Because there is no pursuit afterwards. All the Nastikas are like that. No pursuit. Because once you say Nasti, you need not pursue. And so, Brahma vṛttyā hi purnatvam. But if you say, I am Sat Brahma, I am Sat Brahma, Brahma that is Satyam. If you say, then you become Purna. Because everything is Mithya. Mithya means Satyam. Mithya is Satyam, Satyam is not whatever that is Mithya. Satyam is Satyam, therefore Purna. Purnoham. I am Purna. Brahma vidyātu, Brahma vṛttyātu Purnatvam. Tatha Purnatvam abhyaset. In the same way, Purnatvam abhyaset. Abhyaset, contemplate, may one contemplate. So, Purnatvam. Atmanaha Purnatvam. The self being not separate from Brahman. One more, yeah. Yehi vṛttim jagatyetam brahmakyam pavanim param vṛttyā tu jivanti pasubhischa samanaraha. Etam brahmakyam pavanim param vṛttim. So yehi jagati tejati. So yehi means those people tejanti. This particular vritti. What vritti? What vritti? Brahmakyam. Known as Brahma vritti, brahmākāratayā. This vritti, this pursuit also. So this pursuit of Brahman, to gain the knowledge of Brahman, he calls it in the form of vritti, as contemplation. So those who give up this pursuit of Brahman don't undertake this. There are two people. Those who don't undertake this pursuit at all. Brahma Vidya pursuit, those who don't undertake. And then those who have come to know something about it and don't undertake. And those who have made some effort and then afterwards don't pursue. All the three he is talking about. So, this Brahmakyam, Pavani, there are a lot of purifying things are there. There's a pure detergents are there. And there are a lot of things which purify. And for physical, so your body, to clean the body, you have various means of cleaning. Even in those days, they had their own soap. Some powder, nut powder. Even today they use, in India they use common. All the villages, they don't use soap. They use a powder. Very good. It removes oil also. And so in fact they take oil bath and use the powder. Your soap won't work like that. So they have been always using this kind of various means of cleaning various objects. But to clean yourself, what is the vritti that can clean yourself? What is the means? whatever you do, you will still be a jiva. You feed yourself with various things. Still you will be jiva doing something. So what is to be cleaned, it should be cleaned all the time. This is the problem, You have a house, then you have to clean. Then how many times you have to clean? In a week, every day I have to clean. Every day I have to clean. Once a week I have to clean. But Hindus have to clean every day. They do every day. Every day. So outside house, inside house also. So you have to every day clean. Here also you have to clean. This is also griham for dehi. You have to clean. And therefore something you have in order to keep the mind clean. Keep yourself clean. But still a jiva, a good jiva. If you keep cleaning every day with prayers, it's a good jiva, noble jiva. But noble tears. So noble problems, noble problems. He is a noble and he's got problems, and therefore it is problems of the noble. Noble person, noble problems, noble tears, and noble despair, noble helplessness, noble helplessness of the most mature. Therefore, what is really makes the person totally different? Pavani, brahmākāra vṛttyā. I am Brahmananda vṛttyā. You have to earn it first. Because unless you have the vṛttyā, suppose somebody who doesn't know what is Brahman will say, I am Brahman, I am Brahman, I am Brahman. That is a means for going to sleep. It doesn't do anything. One has to know adequately. Then the vṛttyā has got a meaning. You have to buy the vṛttyā first. Brahmākāra vṛttyā. Then that is pavani, that is para. That makes you limitless. Makes you see limitless. Not makes you limitless. Makes you see you are limitless. You are the whole. Therefore, this vṛttyā you should not give up. Vṛttyā tu jivanti pasubhischa samanaraha. Such people who give up, don't pursue, and get this, what is this Brahman? If they don't know, they can't have the vṛttyā. If you don't know what is an apple, I can't ask you to have the thought of apple. I can't ask you to think of a gagabugai. Have the vṛttyā of gagabugai. You can only say gagabugai vṛttyā. Gagabugai, the sound you can repeat in your mind. Nothing else you can get out of it. Apple means the word and the meaning along with. Immediately there is the object. And soonerly gagabugai doesn't mean anything because I also don't know what is gagabugai. I can't convey also to you. That is why I have got this gagabugai for a long time. So neither I know nor you, neither I know I can talk about it to you. So you won't know. Because I don't know. Then why are you talking about gagabugai? In order to point out, gagabugai cannot be thought of. So how to point out? So I have got a word now. Sound, a group of sounds, gagabugai. Okay? This is a means for communication. Okay. And so, vṛttyā tu jivanti. These people who don't have this, they are wasting their lifetime. Vṛttyā eva tu jivanti. Te vṛttyā eva jivanti. They live without any meaning, without any purpose. And if cattle don't think about it, if pashus, animals don't think about it, cows don't think about it, that is okay. Because they don't have problem also. Even Indian cows don't wear saris. So they don't have problems. So human problems are human problems. And these human problems have to be solved by the human beings, and this alone will solve. And they don't even care for it, even if they come to know. Some of them are not lucky enough to come to know. And even if they come to know, they don't care. It means, what can we say? Vṛttyā eva jivanti. Pashubhis samaha naraha. They are equal to animals alone, without having the advantage of animals. Without having the advantage of animals. See, I thought only this many. So I was plotting my way, thinking that I will have some now time and then I can just enjoy myself. And so talking something useful. But now I have the problem of completing this. So another 14 verses. So 15 minutes I will take now. And the evening will do, and then tomorrow morning I will finish it. So I want to finish it. Yehi vṛttyam vijananti jnātvā pivardhayanti ye te vai satpuruṣā dhanyāha vandhyaste bhuvanatraye. First you say what they are if they don't take to this vritti. Now, what they are if they take to this vritti. Yehi vrittim vijananti. Also, jnātvā vardhayanti api. Also, cha jnātvā vardhayanti. Now the author talks about the vritti, because we want vritti jnana. What takes place in the buddhi alone is opposed to my confusion, and the cause of confusion, ignorance. Therefore, vritti jnanam is necessary. Mind is the faculty I have. It has got to enlighten me. And what enlightens is vritti. Cognitive vritti. This cognitive vritti is talked about here because that is what we can repeat. And that repetition, vritti, that repetition, again and again repetition makes my knowledge very, very clear. That brings about clarity. That brings about nishtha. Whatever obstacles that are there will be consumed by that very vritti. They cannot stand for a long time because they are not pramānajanya. They are not valid. This is valid. And therefore, that is contra. Those things are all contra to what is valid. And therefore, there is no backer. I don't back it up, that it is valid. Therefore, the more I back it up and it is valid, I've got this problem, I've got this problem, I've got this problem, they are going to be there. Then therefore you say I am Brahman, then they are not valid anymore. This will prevail and that will find its own way, disappears. It's not that they go and hide somewhere. So, this vṛttyā is praised here. That's the beauty of this particular book. So, very nice. Yehi vṛttyam vijananti. That Brahma vṛttyam vijananti. Those who know Brahma vṛttyā, that means they have exposed themselves to the teaching and therefore they have Brahma akara vṛttyā. They know what is Brahman Shabda. Only the once you hear the word and it is there. Like when I say apple, there is there apple. That is called knowledge. That is knowing. I say Brahman, it's there. So that has to come. That is called learning. So this, how you say that this salt, no problem. Salt, the whole file comes. So what is that salt? It is its color and it can be crystal and it pours when it rains and everything. So everything about that salt comes, file. That's a file. So I got a file. And then it is salty taste, salty. So that's called knowledge. Brahman. It should be there. That is the vṛttyā you have to buy. Buy means you have to acquire. By shravanam and mananam. Consistent shravanam, repeated shravanam and mananam. All doubts gone. Then in order to viparita bhavana, this obstacle to go, I contemplate. Therefore, also, vijananti, brahma vṛttyam vijananti, and then jnatvapi, also, jnatva, not jnatvapi, api also, jnatva. What they do? Ye vardhayanti, that vṛttyam, vardhayanti. They make that vṛttyā grow. How vṛttyā will grow? Already Brahma vṛttyā. That which cannot grow further is Brahman. Don't how the limitless Brahman will grow, vṛttyā will grow. Vardhayanti in clarity. Grows in clarity. Clarity means also this occupation time is not anymore an issue. Because I am Brahman. Where is the question of occupation time? It is myself, self-evident me. Therefore, there is no question of time share in the mind. So all other things come. Now Brahman is waiting there. Swamiji, kabhi I remember. So I remember occasionally. There is no time share nonsense here. This is not a matter of memory. And therefore, it's just every object that comes is Brahman. And therefore, so there is no question of time share here. Vardhayanti in clarity. No other vardhayanti, there is other growth, no other growth. They are called, such people are called Satpurushaha. They are the Satpurushaha, saintly people. They are people who are saints. Dhanya. They are blessed. They are blessed. And Vandhyaste Pujyaha. They are the ones to be worshipped. Means the more you respect them, the more you can receive from them. Vandhyahate Bhavanatraye, not only in this world, in all the worlds, in all the three worlds. Even in Swarga, they are the ones. Because nobody can become more than Brahman. And therefore, Bhavanatraye, in all the three worlds, they are Vandhyaha, Pujyaha. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam